Hey guys, sorry we're running a little late today. Kaylin had volleyball practice and it went past what time it should have, so it took me a little longer to get home. So, welcome to the group. Today we are going to do a live stitch out of one of the new freezer pop covers that will be released after this video is finished.
Owlette.
Yes, and Kinsley wants to do owlette. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Okay, so this is going to be kind of back and forth because I don't have a camera person because she's eating and showering. So I have the design already on the machine. And, oh, I can't make this any bigger. What, honey? Your headband is on the counter in there, on the desk. Okay, so I have the design loaded on here. This is what it looks like. I already have my thread choices picked out. I did all that before I got on camera. So this is going to be a quick show of an in the hoop project. I know some people shy away from in the hoop. They don't understand how to finish it off, or it just seems more complicated. And they are kind of scary at first, but once you dive in, you will love them. And Kinsley wants to show you her new headband. We were making headbands last night. And of course, it's Shopkins, so she loves it. So anyway, okay, so here we go. So as you see, I have it pulled up here, so it's showing the entire process. But step one is going to be our placement stitch. So I stitched that one right on the stabilizer, and we're doing again the freezer pop. I'm doing it on sticky stabilizer, so sometimes that's kind of annoying to stitch it out on, but just for showing, we're gonna go ahead and start it. And I've already run my trace stitch, so I know I'm not going to hit my frame. And make sure and let me know you're here watching, because then you get entered in for the drawing at the end. I'll do that off camera, but I need your comments below to let me know that you're watching. So now we've stitched out our placement stitch. That's going to show us where to put our fabric. So we're going to lay our fabrics right on top. So this is going to be the front. Oh, that's my foot. This is going to be the front of the freezer pop. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. She's moving a chair and almost put it on my foot. So now we've got our fabric completely covering, and you don't need this big of a piece. I'm using felt. I just cut it in half just to make it easy. So, you know, definitely you only need what covers your placement stitch, same as any other applique, anything like that. So now the next step is going to be our tack down stitch. So we're going to run that. On the tack down stitch, I like to run a double stitch just because it seems to hold the fabric down and in place, and it gives you a thicker line. If you're actually doing an applique, you would cut it now, but since we're doing it in the hoop, we're going to finish it all and cut it at the end. So this is just our tack down. And sorry, I got a phone call and it paused my viewing, so hopefully I'm back. Okay, so our next step, it's kind of hard to see if you have a step-by-step chart and it would come with your design. It'll show that her mouth is next, so we're going to run that. Is that the right step next? Is the mouth? Okay. what's next, we'll see. Sorry, I feel bad talking while it's stitching because I don't know if you can hear me or not. I know the machine is really loud. So anyway, next up, I had to stop it. Next up is going to be her mask. Yep. So I chose, we're going to do that in hot pink, and it's already loaded. So. And this machine we call Big Baby because she is a big baby. Sarah, I don't know if you can hear me. On most appliques, I would suggest cutting after your tack down stitch. Just because sometimes there's layering involved and you'll want to get some fabric out of the way. Okay, so I don't know if you heard me because, again, like I said, it's pretty loud. I would suggest on applique designs to cut right after the tack down stitch. Sometimes the way I do them is they're in layers, and you want to make sure that the layers aren't overly covering each other or adding bulk. So, yeah. Okay, so now we have the mask done. And next is the eyes, and that will be the white part of the eyes. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. It doesn't have to necessarily be about this specific project. Hold on. Say hi. Hi, everybody. Eye number 1. Is the machine really loud? Is it obnoxious? Kids looking so. Keep your fingers away. Judy, I totally agree with you with embroidery. It is so much fun. I like that it's not the same thing every day. You can do different things. You get tired of doing in the hoop projects. You can do applique. You get tired of doing applique. You can do shirts, fill stitches, patches. There's just so much, and that's why I like changing up my designs. I love doing peekers, but you know, I like doing things new like this in the hoop popsicle cover and stuff like that. So yeah, absolutely. There's so many different things. So welcome to the world of embroidery. Good luck. It's addictive. So we've got the white part of her eyes finished now. So we're going to go ahead and it's going to do the colored part of her eyes next, which we've selected pink. Oh, I can't find where my finger at.
Or just next.
It's doing the eyes now. Tammy, I totally agree. I have 3 kids, and they range from 5 to 14. And finding time to do embroidery, yes, you're 5 now. Finding time to do embroidery it's hard because we're running around in the evenings. I'm even a stay-at-home mom, and it is so hard to find the time, especially in the summer now that they're home. I'm such a slacker with my designs, and I'm doing a craft show, and it's been crazy. And Judy, in the hoop projects, to answer your question, it's something that is completely done in the hoop. Sometimes there's extras that can be done afterwards. So like you could see a stuffed animal, and it's called, and in the hoop, the legs, the arms, everything is made in the hoop and typically attached in the hoop. So these popsicle covers, they're going to be completely done in the hoop. When you're done, you have a finished project, and all we're going to have to do is cut out around the outlines. So yeah, that's basically what it is. And if you hear something else in the background, Kaylin has come down. She doesn't want to look at you. Nope. She's working on headbands for the craft show. So she's my second set of hands because, like I mentioned, I'm a slacker and I don't have time. I'm bad delegating time. Oh, yep, that's what she's making. Shopkins headbands. Okay, so on to our next step is going to be the eyebrows. For whatever reason, I don't have my machine connected to my color chart the same way that my digitizing software is. It's showing Madeira thread charts on my machine, but in my software I think I use Brother thread charts. So anyway, that's why it's showing white, but we're going to stitch the black now. And her eyebrows.
Okay, I'm going to go upstairs.
Okay, you can go upstairs. Now it's going to do her eyebrows. We are so glad that you are finding help in our group. I enjoy going live. It was something my husband and I talked about a little shortly after Christmas. We were talking about YouTube videos. There's so much knowledge in a YouTube video, but it's hard to actually get your questions answered sometimes. You can post a comment, a question, and if the video is from a couple years ago, the poster may not be there to answer questions anymore. They may not keep up with it. So it's kind of hard. With the live, I feel like if you have a question right now, you can ask me. You can get a hold of me. You know I'm right here. You know I'm working on it. It's fresh in my mind. And the other point is to show everyone how easy things are. Some things seem harder than they really are once you dive in. I know when I first started, I was terrified of even applique. And once I did my first project, it was so easy. And you know, there's still things that I'm learning every day, but if I can spread my knowledge and help others, then I'm doing my job, which is pretty awesome. So anyway, so now we've got the eyebrows done, the face for the most part. The only thing left we have to do is her glimmer, which Sean never lets me forget to add glimmer in the eyes. That's my hardest thing when I make a design. Every time it doesn't have glimmer, and Sean says, "Where's your glimmer?" So anyway, the next step, again, my color charts are off. So What are you showing us? Oh, your bracelet. Yes, you made a bracelet. Oh, you made 2 bracelets. Thank you for showing. Okay, so the pink, it's actually going to be white because it's her glimmer. So we're going to tell it to go. And I'm just pausing it after each step. Normally my machine would run all this while I go do something else. But I want to show step by step and answer questions while I can. So, oh, that didn't sound good. Didn't want to cut that one. Judy, appliques are still scary for me sometimes when I'm doing them. When I'm doing one for a customer, if they give me their product, I am terrified I'm going to cut through their shirt or their bag or whatever they've given me to applique on. Thank goodness I've kind of gotten away from doing customer products just because I don't take my time. I'm so fast and I'm so distracted. It's really bad. If you sit down and take your time and do what you're supposed to do, it is not as bad as I make it out to be. So here's the last step. Everything is done. Her face is done. We've got our tack down here, and we only have one step left. On an in the hoop project, your last and final step is going to be connecting the front to the back. So otherwise, I mean, we could take this off here and cut it out around and everything and then sew it on our sewing machine, but why would we do that? We can finish it in the hoop. That's a lot of work. So anyway, what we're going to do is, here's my hoop. I use fast frames for most of my projects with my machine. That's a huge benefit of a multi-needle other than not having to change colors and stop all the time. I like the fast frames. I've got sticky stabilizer on there so it stays. I don't have to pin it. I don't have to do anything. The biggest thing is I just have to trace. I run a trace before I start just so I know I'm not going to hit the machine or hit the edge of the frame because they will break the needles and ask me how many I've broken. So here's the design all ready to go, all ready to finish that final step. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go, I'm going to show you under here. So this is the back side of my frame. This is my stabilizer, my needle plate. I'm going to, and what you really could do is take the whole project off the hoop. Not off the hoop. Do not take it off your hoop yet. Take it off your machine. Take the frame off. And this is what you really should do, is lay it on underneath it and pin it or whatever you need to do to make sure it's in place. But again, like I said, I'm a slacker and try to take the shortcut for everything, and it usually ends up taking me more time. But so anyway, we're going to lay now our fabric. We have a piece of fabric under the hoop here. This is the back, whatever color back. And again, I'm using felt for the front and the back. So here's your felt, and then your stabilizer, and then your hoop, and then your stabilizer from the top, and then your project. So now your frame is basically sandwiched in between your 2 pieces of fabric. What was that?
It stretched it too far.
Oh, I heard the clunk upstairs. That's what I was wondering. I don't know what. We're hearing weird noises. We're in the basement and the younger 2 are upstairs, so who knows what's going on up there. So anyway, here we go. And yes, I will be listing these as soon as I get off of this live broadcast. I can't even talk. So here we go. We've got it all sandwiched, and I'm going to press start. And now it's going to do a final stitch around. the sewing machine right now because we bought this really cute Shopkins fabric to make these headbands, and when she's stitching them, even with a zigzag or a stretchy stitch, it's popping when she tries to put it on. It's not stretching right, so we gotta figure that out because I bought a ton of that fabric. So anyway, now we have finished sewing. Yay!
Your machine just told you that.
My machine likes to tell me, and it sings me a pretty song when it's done. So now we can take, I'm trying to do this without, like, as I'm looking through the camera. So we're going to take the project off. What was that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know where it was.
We'll find whatever it was.
Okay, so now we have our project. We're going to take the fast frame off. Kaylin, I'm going to need your
What
hands.
problems you had yesterday?
What?
I don't know what problems you had. I mean, I just went all the way
All right,
down.
smarty pants. Come help me hold the phone. Okay, so Kaylin's going to grab the phone now and hold it for us. So we're going to take...
It froze. Oh, you're good. You're good.
Okay, sorry, we were frozen for a minute. What is going on? Sorry, we're having technical difficulties. It keeps freezing. Back up just a little bit. Okay, so just keep it in there. I'm going to pop it off of here since I use a sticky stabilizer. Are you okay?
I'm good.
She's choking in there. And where am I? No, seriously, could we not have prepared? I need some good scissors. I don't know where my good scissors are, so I'm going to have to use my applique scissors. That's fun. So what we're going to do now, and if you notice with this, I left a gap at the top, and you want that gap at the top. If you're doing an in the hoop project like a stuffed animal, when you're done with him, he's going to be inside out the way he's stitched. Actually, those are a little different. I lied. You don't always put the last piece of fabric underneath. But anyway, this one we did, and so we don't have to flip it. So I'm just going to use these fun scissors because I don't want to cut with my applique ones. So we're going to cut her out. Why are you laughing?
Slamming doors.
Oh, I don't know what they're doing upstairs. What were you doing up there? You're loud and clunky. That was not going potty.
That looks cool with those scissors.
I know, I love these scissors. What a happy accident. Okay.
I have those a lot.
You are my daughter. What, baby? What? I can't hear you. My fans? They're on the other side of the camera. Kinsley came down and asked where my fans are. She's looking for you guys. Okay.
People's melting.
I know. So here it is. Our finished. This is the back of it where we put it on underneath the hoop. And the front of it. And all. There's only 2 little jump stitches. Why are you barking and meowing?
That's
Oh. These guys are barking and meowing at us. So now, okay, let's hope that it fits.
you taking me.
Popsicle.
Mom,
Who bought the freezer pops?
Mom.
Dad.
Okay, the freezer pop is halfway melted, so it was a little hard going in. But there you go. Now you can eat your popsicle and your hand won't be frozen. How cool is that? Now I'm going to pull out some scissors, and don't worry, these are not fabric scissors. These are my craft scissors.
Can I eat the popsicle?
I don't eat.
And you can see they're pretty dull, and that's why they're not fabric scissors. Really? What a great demonstration. Can you show it to them?
Blending the shirt.
Now you can enjoy. Can you tell them thanks for watching?
Thanks for watching.
Say bye, guys.
Bye, guys.